penne. Per package directions. Preheat the oven to 355.
All right, tonight we're making a buffalo chicken pasta bake.
Making
We
the pasta.
have penne
Penne.
on the boil.
Oven preheated to 350.
We had a big bag of chicken tenders, so we thought a pound of them. I'm gonna cut this up into little bite-sized pieces. What would be the equivalent of 2 very large ribs of celery, and a rough amount of the carrot. We have what should shred up to be about 1.5 cups of Swiss cheese. We've got some red onion that we'll be dicing and putting in there. We've got 3 tablespoons of this to melt. And then we'll have salt, pepper, olive oil. We have some homemade blue cheese dressing here.
We'll link that in the description. Plain
Some
breadcrumbs.
Mayonnaise, crystal
Hot
sauce,
sauce.
garlic. And away we go.
Let's do it. This recipe's so old that it talks about if you can't make it out to wing night at your local pub for 10-cent wing night. We know that's old. There's no such thing as 10-cent wings. 10-cent wings.
Butter and butters.
3 tablespoons melted. To pour over the breadcrumbs at the end.
It is?
Yeah.
Well, I see. I will oftentimes make the mistake of not reading that recipe through to the end. And then I'm always surprised when it says, then let marinate for 8 to 12 hours. And you're like,
Melted butter.
Is it fine chopped?
Mm-hmm. All the vegetables can just go in one bowl. Fine dice on the celery.
Come on, skinny. Be close to a pound. I bet it'll be close.
Yeah.
Just cut the whole thing.
Have it cut up in the thing. I think if on the pizza, I guess we could use chopped. It uses like the rings, but chopped would be fine. Maybe 1 cup of finely chopped red onion. Just pour that in. We need 1.5 cups, which is what we decided was what? 12
All,
ounces, or no,
all that we have.
6 ounces. Yeah, that's all we have. The Swiss cheese.
And everything bakes.
There we go. So we're gonna half a cup of plain breadcrumbs, half a cup of hot sauce, Louisiana style crystal. Calls for 3/4 cup of blue cheese dressing, and we made our homemade. I only have a cup here, so I'm gonna do it about 3/4 cup. If you're not a fan of blue cheese, go ahead and use ranch dressing. I'll link this recipe in the description. 3/4 of a cup of mayonnaise. I'm using this 1 cup dish, so I'm gonna eyeball it. A little more. That's about it. 1 pound of chicken cubed, salt and pepper generously your chicken and toss it. It calls for only 1/8 teaspoon of salt and pepper, but you know what you need. About a tablespoon of olive oil in your pan. And let that get hot. We'll add our chicken in. Once your pan's hot, add your chicken. Cook that up until it's no longer pink.
I would say that is no longer pink.
Yeah, it might be pink on the inside, but you can't say that.
Oh, we got to cook this for
35 minutes. Put the chicken in another bowl and set aside. Oh, chicken on the run.
chicken runs.
Add another tablespoon of oil, and we're going to saute the onions, carrots, and celery. There we go.
Timer for 7 minutes.
We're going to set a timer for 7 minutes. It'll probably take about that.
Blue cheese sauce?
Yep, 3/4 of a cup of blue cheese dressing, or ranch if you don't like blue cheese. 3/4 of a cup of mayonnaise. And a half a cup of hot sauce. We use crystal hot sauce, Louisiana style. Mix that up.
I need.
Oh, now you think?
Absolutely.
He says stirring. What's that? I don't like to stir.
What's that? Oh my God.
It's all blended. good. Remember, in the last minute, we want to add the garlic. Uh, 9 by 13 casserole dish, lightly spray with cooking spray. Lightly salt and pepper to taste your vegetables. Now we're going to add our garlic and mix that in and cook for about a minute. Oh yeah, we got smells now. We think adding everything in this big pot will be the easiest. So we're going to add our vegetables, our chicken, and then our sauce so we can mix it up. Add our chicken back in.
Little juices go too.
Yeah, didn't say. And we're gonna add all this sauce and mix it up. Because then we'll pour it into the casserole pan, but it looks easier to mix in here than there. All coated.
The cheese goes on top?
Yeah.
Or the...
We pour that in to the casserole pan, then we'll sprinkle with cheese, then we'll sprinkle the breadcrumbs, and then drizzle with butter. You got it? Let me help you. All that.
Stick to the pan. Come out of there, you. Whoa,
Hot sauce. Literally. Swiss cheese time. We have 1.5 cups of shredded Swiss cheese. Sprinkle that along the top. Our 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. And then drizzle the 3 tablespoons of melted butter. into the oven. Uncovered. Uncovered, bake 30 to 35 minutes until golden bubbly brown. 35 or 30? There we go. Smells good already. See you then.
Oh yeah, there we go.
That looks good.
Just a little bit of brown there in the middle.
Yeah. We'll let that sit a second.
Yep.
I'm gonna serve us up a little bit. Seems like it would be good and saucy. Oh yeah. It don't look like it's in need of like it's dry or anything.
We did salt it pretty good.
Yeah.
I saw a professional chef the other day saying that most people seriously underspice their food at the beginning of the cooking process.
Be the guinea. Still pretty hot, huh? How's that hotness scale? That buffalo-iness. Blended, mild.
Very mild. It's good.
Yeah.
It's mild.
I want some cheese. Chicken.
It's good. I'd give it like a 7, maybe a 6.5, 7. I need another bite to really judge well.
It's the kind of thing that once it cools, it might even get more flavor.
Yeah, it is pretty hot still.
That's good. We're gonna let it cool and then taste more. After eating more of it, we decided it was an 8 out of 10. It was good and it needs to be eaten with a spoon.